Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, I'll be honest with you, I did not know that Deftones still even produce music. I thought that they were just an older band that people requested for old time's sake, but turns out they released a new music video 2 days ago and I haven't jumped on it yet. It's already sitting at 1 million views and I think it's getting some quite good responses, so it'd be interesting to jump on considering I've done Deftones on this channel before. I'll link the playlist down below so you guys who are new to the channel can check those out. I've only done 4 tracks, the last one being My Own Summer, which was just an absolute banger. It's only like 3 minutes long, that track, but it had so much content to it. So yeah, we're just going to jump into this one, guys. I've been saying it for the last few videos. Obviously, I've been trying to get to 90k. We've done that, we've passed 90k. As of recording, we're like 90.2. So, I mean, the only thing that I can imagine that will save 2020 just being the worst year ever is hitting that 100k mark. Now, I've said in previous videos as well, at the rate in which the channel is growing right now, it's probably not possible, but obviously 1 or 2 videos, you know, that get good responses could boost that up a little bit and we could just make it. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed yet, you've watched a few videos, because I know a lot of people, the recommendations on YouTube are quite good. So, you know, when you watch someone a lot of the time, you don't even need to subscribe because the recommendations just keep putting me in the recommendations, or whichever channel it might be. But just help me out, guys. Hit the sub button. If you've watched any more than like 2 videos, then at this point, what are you doing? Subscribe. Help me out. 100k before the end of the year to save this year, because it's just been shit. I'm sure you guys are all in the same boat. So much just gone wrong and the world is in tatters, but 100k would most certainly save my 2020 and make it somewhat worthwhile. But anyway, without any more ranting, guys, we're going to jump in. I think it's called OHM is their new track. OHMS. I'll have the lyrics up as well. We'll see what's going on, we'll watch the video and see if we can keep up. Drop a like on this video if you haven't already, much appreciated. Obviously, Deftones is a band that I've really had good experiences with, so I'd love to go back and do some more. I've kind of went off track from doing them, as you guys who've been waiting and commenting will know. But yeah, we'll go back into them. If I like this one, you know, there's no guarantee, but we'll see what's happening. Yeah, let's go. Just trademark. I was kind of like thinking that they might deviate from what I was used to, but it just sounds so Deftones already, man. Alright, so far we're surrounded by debris of the past, and it's too late to cause a change in the tides, so we slip into our hopeless sea of regret. As I said, so again, I mean, from my experience with Deftones, lyrically, they have just like, their lyrics can be quite a clusterfuck of just random kind of combinations of sentences. I know with, what was the name of the track? The last one I did, it was even, like some of the ones that I've done, I remember like looking into it and it's like, Chino Moreno almost speaks in metaphors, and a lot of people say, you know, there's like deeper meanings behind it, and a lot of people say, you know, it doesn't really matter, listen to it. In some instances, I'll, you know, try and break it down, but this one, so far, I mean, based on what I've just read there, through the haunted maze in your eyes, right through where I'll remain for all time. Like, I mean, it's either really technical, intricate, detailed lyricism, or it's just like random words thrown together that you can kind of piece together and make any sense of it, whatever way you interpret it. But right now I'm not interpreting it in any single way, especially with the video. I mean, I'm not gauging as to what is being spoken about, but yeah, we'll just keep going, man. It's 1 million views already, 76,000 likes. It's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely good so far. It's still Deftones. It's like that heavy kind of sexy metal. It's weird. It's like heavy sexy metal is the way I describe it anyway. It sounds a bit weird. Just they're so slick, and like it's never too like rough. What am I talking about? I don't know. I'm like find a really weird way of explaining this, but it is just like Chino Moreno's voice. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's trademark Deftones is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I really tried with this one, guys. Sometimes I just don't bother trying to break down the music video and the lyrics. But I mean, I'm even reading along with this, and I don't know if it's just me. Sometimes it can be harder to cop, you know, when there's a camera on and there's the light shining and you're listening to the music and you're watching the video and you're looking at the lyrics to try and figure out what the track is about. But I can't figure it out. Like, I mean, reading through it, it just doesn't make immediate sense to me, which again screams to me that it's some kind of metaphor. But I mean, even by the video, I mean, I just don't I don't get it, which is just a lot of Deftones music seems to be like that, which I do like, you know. I like the fact that they have stayed true to the fact that when I finish a lot of Deftones videos, like, Changes, is it called Change? You know that track about the fly and the butterfly and some shit where, like, you come out of it and you're like, what the fuck is he actually talking about? It doesn't really matter because it sounds so good, which is again why I don't really care, because Chino Moreno's vocals are just class. That guitar riff that just almost carried the song throughout was insane. It kind of, like, I mean, a part of me wanted to hear something a little bit different because, you know, it's been, I think, 4 years since they last released. So, you know, naturally you just want to hear if they've kind of maybe progressed a little bit or even just differentiated from what they're, you know, everyone would be so used to. But it still sounds very Deftones-esque to me, that kind of eerie guitar riff, and then Chino Moreno's vocals are just sexy. I don't care what anyone says if that sounds, but I think that's the general consensus, is Deftones are known for being like quite a sexy band, to be honest, when it comes to that side of metal. But, or rock, is this metal? I don't know. Like, it's almost too like slow paced and everything to be metal, but there's so many different subcategories of metal, it's hard to keep up, to be honest, and I'm still relatively a noob. But again, you can look at it from the other angle. If they did completely change from what I'm used to, I'd probably be complaining about that as well. So I mean, you can't really win in those situations when you are an artist if you're coming back after a long break. Like, I mean, I'm sure you know, like they could have went completely different from what I'd be used to, and you know, like I said, I'd just be probably finding a way to be like, oh, I wish Deftones were, you know, the way they were in tracks like Change, you know, My Own Summer, all these kind of tracks. So I mean, interestingly, I just read that yin and yang of what we've always done, of making very brutal music while having these lush overtones and undertones within it, is what makes us who we are. Which is just, I couldn't have phrased that any, like, that's exactly how I feel about Deftones. They have that like brutal guitar riff that carries the track, but it still has, like they said, those lush undertones and overtones. Like, lush is such a good word. It is that like sexy kind of sound to it, where it has the bass guitar riff, you know, it, like, I don't mean the bass guitar riff, I mean like the basis of the song is that guitar riff that carries it, and then the combination of all the effects and the drumming, as well as, and a huge part of it being Chino Moreno's vocals, which just help it along so much as well. But you know, I did enjoy it. I mean, I still have to kind of listen to it a few times. As well, not, I would say not all Deftones tracks are like that, because sometimes the riffs just do really pull you in immediately and you don't really care, like, but this one was definitely maybe it's more similar to Passenger with Maynard James Keenan, based off of what I've heard from them. I mean, the last one I did, like My Own Summer, Changes are a little bit more to the point. They would be more on that mellow side of things, with those kind of grungy guitar riffs without the luscious side. But this is definitely more like the Passenger side of things to me. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop talking. That was a long one. It's good to see Deftones back. Like I said at the start, I genuinely thought, I didn't think that they still produce music, but I think OHMS is the name of their album that's supposedly coming out, but you only found it there from reading it. So I didn't know that they had another album in the works. So that'll be interesting to see and listen to when that comes out. So yeah, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. Please drop a like on it if you did enjoy. Comment down below, let me know if you want to see more Deftones. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember, 100k by the end of the year would just save my year. So help me out, guys. We have like 3 months to do it. Realistically, like, I need everyone who's watching these videos that isn't subscribed to just hit the button, and then we can hit 100k, and then you can unsubscribe. Okay, that's all I need. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Cheers.